Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hey, Ricky, how's it going? Hello, what is that? The big rigatoni? I like that. Hey, Cheryl. Oh, Cheryl, I got all the pictures tonight. Right before I went on, I got all the pictures from my friend, Jag Studios. She's the best. She got all of our pictures done. Oh, thank you for my gifter. Thank you for my roses. Hi. You guys welcome? All right, we're ready. Hold on, let me just get a towel. My cutting board's in the mood to slide all over tonight. I don't know why. How's everybody? Thank you for all those gifts. Hello, my lovely Robin. Are you guys ready? We're gonna make some fun food tonight. And I know I posted a thing about sunchokes and people were asking me about them. So when I was gathering up food tonight, I was like, ooh, we have sunchokes. Thanks for the heart me. Thank you. Those are so important. Thank you. So I thought, what better than I'm going to roast these for you guys and show them to you. Now, some people will clean these up and peel them. I don't think you need to. So we're going to peel one or two and we're going to keep the other ones. I washed them and kind of scrubbed them up. But these are cute. These are called sunchokes or Jerusalem artichokes. They have like almost like a water chestnut kind of thing. Thank you, Mary. I know I get when I'm home, nobody yells at me for having my hair down or no gloves, blah, 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 the kitchen. So I wear my hair down. Because it's constantly tied up. Constantly. All right, so, here, let me just get a bowl for scraps. So tonight, we're going to make like 3 or 4 recipes. I'm going to do these Jerusalem artichokes. I just want to show you how easy. Thank you for those gifts. Thank you, Ani Dolfo. What do they taste like? Okay, so they're crispy and they're just delicious. I would say crispy, they're like a watery, crispy, earthy flavor. And all you really have to do, some people like them peeled. I could care less. I like them with that earthy skin on them. And I'm always a big fan when stuff's organic, as long as you scrub it. The skin has so many nutrients, Thank you. Hey, Classy. Uh-oh. Me and Classy are going to be in a show this weekend. Don't forget, Saturday night, 6 o'clock Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be cooking, and Classy's going to be doing a drag show, and we are just going to have a lot of fun, and maybe he'll let me sing a ditty while I'm cooking. Do a little jazz. But I'm very excited. It's our second one. Thank you for my heart, me. It's my second one, and I'm very excited. So just join us. It's going to be awesome. Thank you, Robin. It's going to be awesome. I'm very excited. Very, very excited. So now you can either slice these like this, or you can leave them all chunked. I like them both ways. It doesn't matter to me. But I will kind of chunk them up. They're super easy to work with, and they don't really take a lot of work. Hi, Mystical Blue Eyes. I think we're in the middle of chatting, and I figured it out. So if you could email me, I will send you what you need and get you all of the recipes. Can you guys see that? Let me see. Can you see my cutting board? Okay, great. You can. Hello. Hi, thank you for my gifts. Thank you. Good evening, Idaho. All right, so we're just chopping up some Jerusalem artichokes. And then we're going to make venison, ground venison, 2 different ways. I know. Whatever happened with the lady in the lobby? They never came back. They ate in our juice bar every day for over a year. And they have not been back since. They come in the store and they go shopping. Thank you, Patricia, for my heart, me. And Saturday, our show is, are they usually a little fuzzy on the outside? They're never fuzzy. These are not fuzzy. They are like a very, very thin potato skin. Thank you for the heart, me. Thank you. Oh, thank you for my beautiful cake. Hold on, this one needs a little bit more, little rub. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you for my level up, Sparks. Thanks, Becky. Becky and everybody who has subscriptions, if you go on, if you have a computer or a laptop, if you go on while I'm live, you can renew your subscription. So next week we'll start again with subscribers only, because now if you have a laptop and stuff, you can get your subscription again. So for all of my subscribers, we'll go back to doing subscriber only. 3:50 p.m. Central and 7 p.m. Eastern. Right, Chef Liz will be live and you can join that way. Yes, thank you, Classy. So I'll be live, so you can join me on my live, and then Classy's gonna be live, and we're gonna he's gonna bring me up on his screen or something. I don't really understand it. I'm just following his lead. I remember you're live tonight. Yes, so thank you, Renee. So did you just get on? I just got here, Gail. We just got started like 7:32. I haven't really done anything yet. So right now I am, hold on, let me get my little pan. So all I'm gonna do with this, because I love these, Michelle, we're making a few different recipes. I'm going to make with you guys, I was like, clean out your fridge. What do you have laying around? Because I was away, since Wednesday. So when I got home, I had all the stuff in my fridge. And we have ground venison that my friend of my husband's gave us. So we're gonna make this two different ways. I'm gonna make venison meatballs, and we're also gonna do a Korean lettuce wrap with our kimchi. Remember the kimchi that we made? I'm gonna break the kimchi out tonight. And then we're gonna make venison meatballs. I'm gonna make some ratatouille because I got eggplant and a zucchini. And then I'm gonna make a chicken corn chowder. Pretty quick. I'm in. I was the one asking about venison. Oh, see? So we're in. Okay. So and then I did, I posted a video this past week on Jerusalem artichokes. So I figured, let me show you how to make them. They're super easy. Hi, Madeline. So all we're going to do, all I did, thank you for my heart, me. Let's go. I love that. Yes, there's all new rules about scaled stuff, and those heart me's are going to be really important for all your beautiful live people that you love. Good evening. Hey, Debbie. My day was fun. I was very I missed the making of the kimchi. I made that weeks ago, and it's in my fridge, and we're going to use it tonight. I have one little jar left. Look at that kimchi. Ooh. And there's a recipe somewhere online. So we're going to chop this up and put it in our lettuce wraps tonight. So you'll be able to get that. So look, this is all I'm doing. I'm taking my Jerusalem artichokes, are like watery and crispy, sort of like a water chestnut. You can eat them raw or you can roast them. Oh, is Jaresh here? I didn't see him. Hello, Katie. They're very earthy, but really delicious, and they're crunchy and crispy. Some comments were just had to be cut out because somebody was being bad. All right, so let's see. Let me get my garlic powder. And what's nice about those is if you want to do like cumin and coriander or a little ginger, you can kind of do any flavors that you like. They really take on sort of that, sort of like that vibe of whatever you like to put on them. Like, where's my garlic? Oh, here it is. So I have a little garlic. Maybe we'll add a little paprika too, a little smoky paprika. And I'm just gonna roast them in my, I've never seen Jerusalem artichokes. So they're called sunchokes, Jerusalem artichokes. So they're like little tubers, you see? And then I just cut them. You could peel them, or you can just cut them whole. So we're gonna just add a little bit of olive oil, just a little, some garlic powder. Remember, everything's organic, which we love. And then I'm gonna add a little paprika, just that smoky flavor, and of course some real salt. That's it. Now, if you wanted to put like cinnamon and cumin or coriander, or you want to do a little ginger and sesame oil, anything works. Hi, Sandra. Hi, guys. Anything could work. They really kind of take on what you're doing. You could even cook them in a soup if you wanted to. They're very versatile, very healthy. I forget all the nutrients, but you can see the video. It just came out. Oh, thank you. I know. I love my cabinets too. That's it. That's all we have to do. We just roast them just like that. That's it. And I'm going to put them in the my Cuisinart oven, toaster oven, that I absolutely love. So we're going to throw these in here. And I'm going to put them on about 375 on, let's say, they're on my baking for like 12 minutes. There we go. It's on the convection oven. That's it. They just low and doing. Yeah, so very, very easy. It's a very quick thing. All right, let me just wash my eggplant off and my zucchini, and we'll start our ratatouille. Or we'll just prep our vegetables and then we'll go to the stove. So for ratatouille, this is sort of like a stewed vegetable. Really yummy, again, very simple, not a lot of effort. I like to keep the skin on my vegetables. Makes it nice and easy. Being a ghost or so whatever I hate, I guess. Could you stir fry them in matchsticks? Cheryl, absolutely. They really, they cook the texture of potatoes. I think they keep their crispiness. They don't break down like a potato does. They really kind of keep their crispiness. They're just a nice addition to anything you're making. You could totally stir fry them. You could put them in a soup. And thank you for my heart, Miss Sandra. You could put them in a soup. I like to just do what I'm doing. Throw them in the toaster oven and then kind of just chomp on them. They're so good. So all I'm doing right now is sort of cubing this. I don't have money. You don't have to worry. Stay where you are. Just enjoy the show. Dinesh, don't worry about it. We're not looking for money. We're looking for love. Love and kindness. That's all we do here. Love and kindness. If you can support me with gifts and all that, that's cool. If you can't, you're still welcome. You don't have to worry. No stress. So all I'm doing here is cutting up. I'm just cutting up and making some, like, just chunks of vegetable. Nice and easy. Oh, thank you, Mel. Thank you. All right, and then I'm going to put them in a bowl to get them ready. And the other thing we're going to add to this is some onion. That's it. Oh, by the ladle, love by the ladle. All the pictures came in. All the pictures just got here about 15 minutes before this started. They took my breath away. Jag Studios. If anybody, if you want to follow an incredible photographer, her name is Jacqueline. Her and her husband run Jag Studios, and I mean, they're just unbelievable. They are dear friends and did beautiful photographs for the cookbook. So I think we'll be done by the end of the week. Thank you for my love. Thank you for my friendship necklace. All right, so look, we have all that vegetable. And did you see that one zucchini and that one eggplant gave us all of that? And then we're gonna just add a little bit of onion. Oops. I just wanna add a little onion to this, just to give it flavor. We're also gonna add tomato sauce to it. Okay, we'll be here, Robin. And then, all right, put that in there. I'm just gonna add like a half of a small onion. That's all we want. The squash family's my favorite. I know. You know, my daughter is a big squash fan. I like zucchini, but not my first my first one. Hi, nice to see you, Annette One Feather. So anybody that's losing their subscription soon, if you have a laptop or or you're on a computer while I'm live, you can resubscribe. So that works now. All right, so this is all we need for our ratatouille right now, and we're gonna put that over here because we're gonna do a lot of cooking by the stove. And then the other thing, I have my peppers for my corn chowder. I chopped them up earlier, so we have a mix of peppers. And then the only other thing that I need is some potato. And again, remember, we're kind of working with stuff we've had around the house forever. And so my potatoes have a few little eyes in them, but we're gonna use them anyway. We're gonna just cut those eyes right off. And I'm gonna just chunk up this potato. Oh, hold on, he's a little green. We're not gonna take the green parts. This side's better. Never use the green of a potato. You see how it has that shade of green, that green ring? That creates a lot of stomach distress, so you don't want to use that. Here's some eyes. My potatoes are a little old. Hi! Hi, everyone. It's so exciting. I'm so excited to be here tonight with you guys. So we're just gonna cut these up. And remember, I'm gonna put these in our soup. So what I wanna do is, I like to have the potatoes a little bigger than everything else I'm cooking. Hi, it's so nice to see you guys. Okay, back, nice, goodbye, hello. I call it creative cuisine when you clean out the fridge, exactly. My friend's parents used to call it freezer surprise. That's how I learned it. It's the freezer surprise too, yeah, all of that. I like that creative cuisine. So when I cut these, what I like to do is have them a little bit bigger, these potatoes for the soup, so that when it breaks down, you still get the thickness of the potato, but you still have some kind of a chunk left. So these are ready to go. And then we'll put them in a bowl. And then we have everything we need. I just need to do a little onion. We'll add the other half of the onion for our soup. So nice and simple. I feel like because I was away for a few days, look, we're back down to 300 people instead of 700. Isn't that crazy? That's how fast you kind of lose the momentum. And it was only because I was away for a few days. Wah. All right, so we're gonna put our onion in here. But let's see, maybe we'll jump again. Oh, thank you. No, not you, it's TikTok stuff. I know, it's so frustrating. Okay, so we have our chicken and everything. And then also I wanna show you, I have shredded chicken. So if you have chicken left over from a rotisserie, this is a great way to use it. This soup is so good, and it's a great way to use up what you have, you know, in terms of chicken. So any kind of leftover roast chicken, or if you have a rotisserie chicken, this is my weapon, Boomer. You're so funny. Okay, so we have our soup, and then frozen corn. Oh, good evening. Thank you so much, June. We have our frozen corn and our pepper. So our soup's ready. And then for our venison, we're gonna do ground venison. So thank you, thank you, thank you. My sub ends February 17th and I can't resubscribe because of Apple Pay. But Copper, if you have a computer or a laptop, you should be able to do it that way. It lets you resubscribe online. I don't know how you do it, but that's how you subscribe. Try it. It might work. All right, so now I'm just gonna chop up some onion nice and fine, and we're gonna use this onion for the venison meatballs and the venison, the Korean barbecue venison. Cheers. Okay, so now, look at that. We want it nice and fine. because it's going to be ground meat and meatballs. So we want to do this really fine. Now, what's nice, because venison is so lean, you want to create that sort of, you want to get that liquid and softness. I don't know how either, but I was told by others it will take your TikTok away. I do not do anything that's going to take your TikTok away. If you don't feel comfortable, don't do anything. I'm all right. I'll survive. Okay, so we have our pear juice, we have our fresh garlic, we have some tamari, we have our diced tomato. This is for our soup, chicken stock. All right, we are getting there. Oh, and we need to ground our ginger. We're gonna not grind it, we're gonna zest it with our handy dandy zester. And then, hold on, I'm going to pinned comment, subscription. Well, we'll lose their subscription. Oh, I know. Can I subscribe here on your link? I think, Mary, if you are watching from a desktop or a laptop, or like I don't know about an iPad, but from the desktop or a laptop, you should be able to resubscribe. A few people have been able to do it. All right, so I am gonna take my ground venison and I'm gonna throw half of it's about a pound that I have, right to control knife. And then we're gonna use the rest for our ground meat for the Korean barbecue. All right, well, it's not barbecue, but it's, yeah, Korean. Lettuce wraps. Okay. Now, in here is gonna go, what will happen if I subscribe on my iPhone? You can't. I don't think you can. That's the problem. You have to do it from, it let me report the problem. Who knows? They must be working on it. Oh yeah, it's all because of the whole, selling and banning and all that. All right, so we're gonna put some onion in here, right? And then the next thing we're gonna add to the meatball is, my brain just stopped. Oh, I got it, maple sugar. Look, all our, look at this. I want to show you the Jerusalem artichokes. They smell very nutty and yummy. Look, and they're a little soft. You see how the fork goes right in there? So yummy. Apple Pay and Google no longer have the apps. That's the reason. Yes, yummy. That looks so good, right? Look at how yummy they look. They're done. Can you believe how fast that was? So let's put that on a plate. And we'll save it for later for after. You see, that's Jerusalem artichokes. They're that simple. They cook really fast. They're just so yummy. Yay! And they still have a little crisp to them. But I put them in like, what do you call it? Like the convection. Love you too. Okay, so that's the first quick recipe. Now, okay, so now we're gonna add about a half a tablespoon for our meatball of the maple sugar, which is gonna be really nice for the venison. Thank you for my cheer me up. Oh, that's so nice. All right, and we're gonna bring this over to the counter because that we're gonna do over here at the stove. All right, so let me take my notes. Look at my pretty notes. I know I have, let me see if I can do this. Thank you for my heart, Miguel. Gail, are you back home or are you still in New York? Hold on, I have to change. Ooh. Can I change this stupid mirror thing? Hold, please. Mirror your video. Okay, there we go. Whoop. This is my notes for tonight. Can you see it? At least you can see all the ingredients. I just finished, before we got on tonight, I just finished the all the Italian recipes, so they're gonna go out tonight. Yay! Now I'm gonna add a little bit of breadcrumb. These are like a gluten-free over here too. The Char's gluten-free. I know, it's gonna be fun. This menu's gonna be good. This was, we were just talking yesterday, so I was like, let's figure it out. And then, now for a meatball, we're gonna add to this an egg. Everybody having trouble getting eggs? It's gonna get really, 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 really not good for eggs. So remember to hang on to your eggs. Whatever you can get, be very careful with them. What do you suggest for a good cutting board? Well, I either use wood or bamboo. In the kitchen at work, I have bamboo, and here I just flip my meat cutting board over because I don't know. I don't like the microplastics that you get from the plastic cutting boards. I mean, I have a lot of them, but I just have started to switch over. It's just because I don't plastic cutting boards. I mean, I have a lot of them, but I just have started to switch over. It's just because I don't like them. Thank you. All right, so now we're gonna mix this up. I'm gonna add a little bit of heavy cream to this. Some organic heavy cream. Just a splash, like a tablespoon. I need to raise chickens. I know, I wanna raise chickens so much. 9 dozen in Fort Myers, yeah. I mean, yeah, eggs are very, very expensive. They're very expensive. Okay, and that's it. We're doing a little bit of maple sugar to keep it sweet and you know, like wild game is great when it has that sweetness to it. Let me show you. Look, there's our meat. So let's scoop that together. And we can make little meatballs. And then, so that's a nice recipe. This is gonna be really nice for, to make. You can even use this recipe as sort of for sliders if you wanted to, or you can keep them as, you know, for just a meatball. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna sear them. At this point, it might be the most economical thing to do. Do you separate for meats and veggies? What do you mean? Hi, sip style fast. Okay, what do you mean? Do I separate what? Oh, for the cutting board? At work, sometimes I do. Yes, at work, sometimes if I remember, I do. But I do a lot of sanitizing. I'm a little bit of a freak. So we do a lot of that. Like, I'll do most of my vegetarian meals first. Or these are my husband's big giant gloves because I forgot to bring gloves home. All right, so we're gonna make little tiny meatballs. Not little tiny, but small. I wanna make small ones because what we're gonna do is we're gonna use I'm gonna make like a fig sauce to go with them. Best way to clean. Well, these kind of cutting boards for the wood, I would just use like, you could use, oh man, wow, enjoy with great food. I know. What I would do is I would probably use, when I wash my boards, it's like, you know, warm soapy water. And then you could also use, if you needed to, a baking soda and lemon juice, something like that. Don't use bleach, not good. Look at this. This is like a ½ pound of meat, and look at how many you're getting. And they're little. They're like the size of a walnut, but that's all you really need. I mean, they're very rich and delicious for venison, and it's something different. Yeah, you could use vinegar. You could. I mean, light though. You can spray the vinegar lightly, but if you notice, I try not to put raw meat on my board. You'll always see me put like paper down or something. Hey, girly. Oh, that's for Sandra, sorry. All right, look at that. We We have a bunch of little meatballs, and we're gonna put them in, we're gonna put these in a little cast iron and sear them. See how pretty? I mean, some of them are a little bit different sizes, but who cares? It's just for home. All right, so we have our meatballs, and now we're gonna come over here and we're gonna put our soup together, and we're going to, I'm gonna drag you over there. So, all right, let me just, oops, we got meat on the board. Hold on. Hold, please. So we are then going to, I'm gonna bring all this onion over there because we're gonna make, oh, before I do that, hold on. Let's grate our ginger. This ginger is gonna go in our meat for our venison Korean barbecue. That's gonna be delicious. I can't believe we only have 149 people. Last week we had 650, 700. I mean, that took me 4 months to build. How does that happen? It's strange, isn't it, how that works? Thank you for my glasses. Thank you. Thank you so much. Isn't that crazy? I don't understand. All right, so here we go. We're gonna just grate this ginger in with our onion. Thank you. And this is great because it's going to flavor our venison, and we're gonna make, I have some endive leaves. Haters are gonna hate, sadly. Oh, what's going on? Hi, Katie, thank you for sharing. Hi, Dawn, thank you for sharing. That's awesome, thank you so much. Woohoo! I think people are getting discouraged because they can't subscribe, I guess. I know, but I left it open, it's free. Like, I'm not asking anybody, so it should be okay, you know? I haven't been on for 2 weeks. My dad passed away. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Lori. You must feel him with you all the time, right? Thank you for my confetti, my marvelous confetti. They're getting over the Super Bowl. Aw. You can still hit the heart on top. I know. I'm very sorry to hear that, and I'm glad you're back. What are you making tonight? Okay, Dawn, we are making, I just grated a bunch of ginger with my zester. And there's some small diced onion. You could see that. Thank you so much. Thank you for the heart me. And thank you for joining our team. You are gonna have so much fun here. It is fun. I have a soup cookbook coming out. It's gonna be awesome. We have, for those of you who are just joining us tonight, this is usually a sub-only class, but I leave it open for you guys so that you can come and play and watch until we settle all the crazy TikTok nonsense. And then you can find me everywhere on the organic food movement. So all my videos are posted there. Hey, Tattooed. And then you can find all of the recipes that we do, like during the live classes, during the weeks. I have them posted on my Book of Face, all the organic food movement. Thank you, Allison. And then we have, what else do we have? Oh, I can't remember what else. I forget what else we do. Yes, we need those, 100 we need. And then we, here, I'm gonna move you guys over now to the stove so we can cook together. And then you can find me Book of Face, YouTube, and then if you join the Book of Face, make sure you add in your email address. And then we are going to, if you email me, you'll get the recipes from the subscriber night. All right, so now we have our soup, our venison, and our ratatouille. So let's start with the ratatouille because that takes a little bit more time, and because we want to like slow cook it. It's almost like stew. I guess you could consider consider it stewed vegetables. So let's do this one first. Then we'll put it on the stove. Thank you, thank you. We're gonna put a little olive oil in. I thought I had more olive oil. I keep forgetting to bring it home. So this is a little blend with olive and avocado. I don't cook with any seed oils. So you'll see me cook with what we just used. Olive oil, avocado are pretty much my standard oils that I use in the kitchen. Let me get our soup pot out. All right, now, any ingredient that you see, anything that I'm working with, I know ratatouille is so yummy. And it's so simple. All right, so we diced up our vegetables. And in here is onion, garlic. We have our fresh garlic right here. I know ratatouille is so yummy. Okay, so now we have our vegetables. We're gonna heat up this pan. Once this heats up, I'm gonna put all the vegetables in. We're gonna start the stew. Uh-oh. Hold on, let me see if I can get into my pots. Okay, there it is. Wait. Ugh. That's weird. Hold on. Something is holding my pots down. All right, here we go. One more pot. One more pan. Okay. That should do it. Nope, that one's too big. This one, okay, this one will work. Perfect. All right, so we have soup, this, and then we have our cast iron. All right, so we're gonna add this in, and then we're gonna add some garlic. And what I do is I chop my garlic, which I love. Watch the handle. I love the fresh garlic, and what I do is I put it in my food processor, and I kind of buzz it around, and that's it. I don't add oil to it, because sometimes I don't want the oil in there, you know? So now we're gonna kind of cook this a little bit. We're gonna get that oil kind of infused into the vegetable. I'm gonna add my salt. And this is where I like to add my salt. I use real salt. It's a mineral-based salt, and it's very yummy. And it's very good. It's kind of balanced. You don't get that swelling. It's filled with minerals. It's really good. All right. Now, I have a can here of diced tomato, and we're gonna add that. The brand of salt is real salt. Hi, beautiful friend. Hi, Joni. How are you doing? Have you tried the meal plan yet? Is it helping? Did you try any of the recipes out of it? Real salt. I'll show you what it looks like. In the vegetables that I'm using eggplant and zucchini. All right, eggplant, zucchini, and onion. You could add red peppers to this. You could add, any vegetable really that you like. I'm okay, really sick. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I buy real salt in Amish country. Oh, here, let me show you. This one is from Utah. It's a salt mine in Utah. Not yet, I'm working on it though. Have to get all the stuff, buying a little at a time. That's smart. You know, you could also do one recipe at a time. Read through it and just try one recipe a day. Don't jump all the way in, you know? A little bit, just start out slow. Find a recipe you like, add it to your kind of repertoire of vegetables and, you know, dinners or stuff. That works too, you know? Just take one step at a time. It doesn't have to be all or nothing, right? Very simple. Okay, see, now we're gonna let this cook down a little bit, and how we're gonna make that work is we're gonna add our tomato. I love this brand of tomato. It's Muir Glen. And what I like about this is it's in a BPA-free can. Yeah, it's so much easier. I'm making ratatouille right now. Eggplant safe for gut issues. This is not a recipe that I would use if you're suffering from like arthritis or, I mean, eggplant, I don't think it's a gut thing as much as it's like the arthritis thing. I would leave the eggplant out and the tomato. Ratatouille is not one of those dishes that's good for arthritis because it's full of nightshades. You got to stick with all the stuff that we do in the kitchen pharmacy classes, right? All right, so now we're gonna take this and we're gonna let it kind of stew down. So I'm gonna put this on a back burner over here so we can start our next recipe. And it's just gonna sit back here and we're gonna stir it every few minutes till it's ready. Now, for the next thing that we're gonna do, I think I can fit all of these meatballs in here. It might get a little crazy, but let's watch how this works. Actually, before we do this, because this stuff is gonna go fast, let's put our soup on. Now, our soup is very, very easy. Yeah, I think the more you tap, the more people come in. I think that's how it works. I'm not sure. It seems like, I don't know, it's a little crazy. I'm a little freaked out. But I mean, the last few times we've done lives, we've been over 700 people. It took months, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Here we go. Can you see inside the pot? Do we need to go higher or you guys can kind of see? Well, I'll show you. So now the ingredients for this, now usually, and I don't have any here, but usually when I make my chicken corn chowder, yeah, the TikTok algorithm invites more people when you tap the screen. Oh, all right, that's probably it. I know we've been getting up to 100 to 200,000 likes per thing. So that's our goal, 100,000 likes. When we get there, that's what happens. Thank you, June, for all those beautiful roses. Thank you. So we're going to heat this pan. Now, normally I would use bacon fat. I do not have bacon fat. Today I'm going to use avocado oil, but if you have bacon fat, it is a great way to use it in this recipe. I love, this is chicken corn chowder we're doing. So we're going to add our onion. And then we're gonna add our peppers. Now, if you can't tolerate peppers, leave them out of the recipe. You don't have to put them in. I cut them nice and small. They're just gonna kind of melt in the recipe pretty much. And then we're gonna add some crushed red pepper because we want to taste a little tiny, tiny spice. If you can't find the crushed red, let me see, is this my crushed red? That's cloves. You don't want cloves. This is my crushed red. If I can't find that, I'm going to use cayenne. And I like cayenne pepper because it's soothing to the heart. Did you know that? Cayenne pepper soothes the heart. Oh, please make sure I get this. I promise. So we're going to add a little bit of cayenne pepper. Just a little. You don't need a lot. And it's very warming to the heart. So we're breaking this down. And remember, you want bacon fat in this. I don't have bacon fat, so I'm not using that. But that's the best. Oh, I'm so glad, Tracy, that you're here. So let me just show you inside that pot. Yeah, always send me emails. I love emails. The more you poke me, the faster I get stuff done. It does not bother me. Hey, Peggy. All right, so now we're adding this. Now, we're going to add our potato. Here's all our potatoes. And remember, we cut these a little bit bigger because I want them in the beginning so that they break down, but you still have potato left. Oh, thank you for all those power taps. Thank you. All right, so now this is beautiful. Look at how nice. So we're gonna just let this cook. It smells so good. Now this has a lot of flavor. So really the only flavors that I add to this soup are, which way do I go? Okay, the only flavors I add to this soup are a little bit, hi. I'm doing all right, how about you? Can I do it all on my cell phone, not my computer? You you can tap and do all of that kind of stuff, but you won't be able to resubscribe. All right, and then we're gonna add our corn. Now remember, it's chicken corn chowder, so we want to use the whole bag. And remember, this was like clean out your freezer, so I had a whole bag of corn. It's going right in. Just stab myself with my knife. That felt good. All right. Now, next, I have all of my shredded chicken. So if we see an on auto subscribe, will it still auto subscribe us? Don't know. I don't know the answer. I think a couple of people said it did not, but I don't know. Now, do we add salt to this? Let me see. All right, we're gonna add a little more salt. I can taste the cayenne. Now this soup, it requires some salt, so don't be shy. Chowder, like this creamy chowder kind of soup is nice. And what I love about this is every ingredient in here is certified organic here. Cooking with us is dangerous, burns knives. I know, Kimmy, I am always poking myself. It's because I'm trying to watch. All right, so now I'm gonna add all of this chicken in here. Look how easy it was to make this soup. I mean, obviously when you prep everything, it makes life easier for sure. All right, now I also, and when we do our cooking class, which are coming out this week, so you'll be able to sign up. They're gonna be like master classes. We're gonna go over soup, stocks and stuff, and you're gonna see from start to finish. So now I'm adding this, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of water just because I don't have enough stock. But I'm kind of swishing it around to get all my chicken fat out of there. And that's it. I don't want to add too much because we're going to add cream to this to make it a creamy chowder soup. But look at that soup. Look how beautiful. Hi, Lachelle. Hi, my friend. Look how pretty that soup is. Can you guys see it? I mean, that's just beautiful. Let me turn my light on. Oh, there you go. Awesome. Right? Okay, so the ingredients in the soup, Anne, we added pepper, potatoes, chicken, onion. I like to use bacon fat to get this going. Onion, potatoes, shredded chicken, and then I'm gonna move this to the back of the stove. All right, so now we're gonna move this, and that's it. Shredded chicken, peppers, a little cayenne, and then that's it. And chicken stock. That's a beautiful soup. So we're gonna let that simmer for about, we're gonna bring it up to a boil and then turn it down and let it simmer. All right, hold on, I wanna show you. Let's look at this. This is our ratatouille. We're just kind of letting this stew. This is gonna take about an hour, maybe longer. We want to break this down. It's like a little vegetable stew, and it's just getting started. Look how pretty that looks. Do I have the, oh, it would help if I had the fire on. Let me turn that on. Now it's going to be on very low because I just want it to simmer. Okay, so those are those first two recipes. Now let's work on our venison. You ready for the venison? Oh, I have a ton of comments. I missed them all. Okay, hold on. Okay, can't use the app. Okay, my mouth's watering. No corn. Oh yeah, there's a whole bag of corn in there. Sorry, Patricia. I have a whole bag of corn in here. Remember, it's everything out of the freezer. How long before cream goes in? That's the finishing. So we wait till the soup is ready to go. And then if we have to thicken it, which I don't think we're gonna have to do, but if we did, we would use like a gluten-free flour to thicken. And then how long can the cream go in? And then like pretty soon after that. When do you add the corn? I throw everything in the pot now. It's all in. Potatoes, peppers, corn, chicken. I have the whole pot in there. Look at that. That's beautiful. And remember, I'm just covering it because we're gonna add cream to this, and you know, you want it to be like a chowder thickness. Now, did you know that chowder normally has rice? Did you know that? We're not putting rice though. I don't feel like it. But you could. Absolutely could. Savvy. Love that. Okay, next, let's do our meatballs. So now, these are our venison meatballs that we made. We're just going to sear them very nicely and calmly in our, you know me, I love the cast iron. I probably should have put these in the fridge for like 10 minutes or half an hour. That might help. But if you don't, it's not that big of a deal. As my daughter says, it's not that deep, Mom. All right, we're gonna add a little bit of oil in the pan. She read the last part of my sentence. Wait, what did you say? I missed it. Have you ever heard of the Volume Body Intelligence Test? Would you recommend it? I don't know it, but I don't know what that is. But, I mean, I don't know, is it for like health and fitness? Have you, all right, so now, hold on, let me get these meatballs in. I'm gonna just kind of sear them quickly. Now, I've only got about a tablespoon of oil in here. I don't want too much, but I also need the oil because they're gonna be very lean and I don't want them to get stuck on, in the pan. Now they might turn out to be like little patties because they kind of sunk a little bit, but we're just gonna put them in. Remember, they're lean. Venison is a very lean meat, so you're not gonna get a lot of fat. So they're gonna need a little help. But they're great. If you're into fitness, really a lot of fitness or something, venison is pretty good because it's super lean. All right, let's let them shrink a little bit. Now, hold on, we're gonna work with a couple of forks because it's gonna make it nice and easy. Can you guys see that? All right, yes, you can. All right. So we're gonna just move them a little with our forks. Ooh, look at that. Now you're gonna see, what we're gonna do is, with the leftover oil that's in this pan, we're gonna create like a little fig sauce with a little bit of ginger in it. Just to do with the ginger and maple syrup. It's gonna be delish. But we're gonna cook these first. They smell so good. I would imagine the puppies are gonna be here any minute, snooping around, looking for some love. Look at how pretty that is. All right, let's get rid of this. And then we're gonna add to it. I'm gonna turn on the fan a little bit. Oh my God, I was tapping and the screen popped up. I hit the interested by accident. Oh my God, I was tapping. I hit the interested. I don't know what that means, but I think it's okay. Oh, do you mean like they almost shut you out? Whew. Look at how pretty these little meatballs are gonna be. Now I'm gonna lower this heat a little bit. Let's lower that heat. I'm gonna bring it all the way down to a simmer. And then, do I have another? Let's see what we have. Yes. Nope, that's gonna be too small. Oh, I see what's going on. Hold on. Okay, there we go. All right, here we go. I want to cover that just for a minute. It took the live away. I had to go and find it. Oh my God. All right, well, you're back. Yay. Okay, you won't lose anything on the phone. Just go to Google and search TikTok coins. Oh yeah, that part's easy. It's the subscriber thing that's a pain in the neck. All right, now, while this is going, let's get this on the stove. Can you see this pan? All right. Well, oh, we're at 75,000. Oh my God, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. All right, need to flip? What do I need to flip? All right, you guys can see this pan, right? All right, perfect. Now, this is the next recipe that we're doing. Hold on, let's just turn these again. Now, you want to be careful with these meatballs because, venison is very lean, and it cooks super quickly. So you don't want to cook them too long. And then once they're cooked, let's see. Oh, we're so close. Oh my God. Guys, I mean, I am ridiculous with this. Did you just see that puff back? I'm not even paying attention that wasn't on. Okay. No burns tonight. All right, now we have a nice hot pan. We're gonna get there. Won't let me subscribe. Don't worry about it. I'm not going anywhere. We'll just keep going, and someday you guys will subscribe again. I'm not gonna worry too much. It's too much stress. Forget it. All right, so now we have like this pound of, it's a half a pound about. Will you be posting the meatball recipe? Absolutely, 100%. I just finished all the Italian stuff right before I went on. So you're gonna see those up tonight. I won't be able to get these done tonight, but they'll be up shortly. All right, so now I'm gonna save a little bit of the ginger for our fig ginger sauce. Oh yes, hold on, let me go look. What's the venison question? Hold on, darling. Let me see, can you scroll back about the venison? Pilot's Bride, you're certainly welcome. New York Gal, just hit the heart me. You know how this happened. Wow, very nice kitchen. Thank you. We'll be posting the meatball recipe. Absolutely. Won't let me subscribe. Oh my God, please no burns. Thank you for paying my question. Oh, where's the question? Oh, you're gonna have to ask again because I can't find it. Olive oil. What are we making? We're cleaning out our freezer tonight. We are cleaning out our freezer. So, right now we made venison meatballs. These guys are done. We're gonna stop cooking them. I shut the heat off. So that's really quick. They cooked in about 6 minutes. We have back here, we have a chicken corn chowder, which is getting going. Then we have our beautiful ratatouille. So this will be our vegetable dish for the night. Look at how pretty. Can you guys see that? We're just breaking that down. It's like a vegetable stew, so we want to keep going. If you have red wine, you could add red wine to that. All right, now we're gonna add our venison to this. This is about a half a pound. And here we are making a Korean venison. I'm gonna show you. You're gonna freak out when you see what's happening next. Here's my list of love tonight. Can you guys see it? Oh, I'm the worst at this. Okay, there it is. You see it? Can you ground beef instead of venison? Yes, of course you can. You could do lamb, venison, pork. I don't care what ground meat. You could do you could grind tempeh. She missed it again. My daughter loves veggies. She could eat veggies for the rest of her life. She only eats chicken. There you go. You got chicken, corn chowder, and vegetables. So anybody that's joining me for the first time, just so you know, I teach you something, but almost every recipe I teach you, nope, couldn't see it. All right, hold on. These are my notes for this evening about what I'm cooking for you guys tonight. And this is what I'll write my recipes from. I'm gonna use a little tamari, yes I am. So now, watch. That had ginger, it had it has some fresh garlic, right? We're doing some Korean flavors, so watch. Ginger, onion, garlic. Thank you. When do you order by venison and how do you ask for the ratio? This came from a hunter friend of my husband's. But if you buy venison, usually you can get it like in the freezer section of a health food store or, you know, like a little more upscale market maybe. Now but there's not very much ways to do it just because I'm gonna lower this heat to low. And I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of miso tomorrow. Tamari. Oh, that's okay. You can do that. If you can read them, good luck to you. This is about a tablespoon. Maybe 3. 3 tablespoons. And then here's the yummo. You ready? A little pear nectar. This is what really brings the flavor home. Let's make sure we shake this up. And now we're going to just simmer that meat just like that. And the idea is that once this is done, oh my God, look at that. Look at how pretty that looks. Now, Cheryl, your crew is gonna love this. That does cook quickly. Wow. Yeah, remember, I may use venison. It's with that nectar. I know. Now, usually what they use is lettuce, but I thought it might be fun to use endive. I like it because, you know, it's the vehicle, it doesn't kind of fall. Miso tamari, I have to tell you, and I'm gonna post this in my kitchen essentials page. This is silky, creamy, and not salty. It's flavorful. I mean, is it salty? Of course it's salty, but you know how like you use some of those very popular, now I'm gonna turn this up a little bit because I want this to boil out and sort of create that, oh, I'm missing one ingredient. You know what it is, folks? Do you know what I'm missing? Honey. Hold on, let me go grab the honey. Honey, honey, honey. All right, hold on, I'm going to get my honey. Hold on. Here we go. I'm gonna add a little bit of honey to this. Just a little. It's less than a teaspoon. That's it. Look at that. Endive, so good too, right? Thank you for the heart, hand heart, yay. I know, Gail, this is so good. Now, we wanna cook this down till it sort of creates a caramelized flavor around the meat. You don't want all that liquid. And what I love about the endive is it's bitter, so you have that sort of like that bitter flavor with the, hold on, I'm gonna move you guys just so I can get a plate out. Oh, how am I gonna get my very favorite plate? Hold on, I have to get my very favorite plate. The miso tamari, I'm gonna put that in my kitchen, on my kitchen essentials page, because it really is the best way to eat miso. If you like soy sauce, it's gluten-free, it's flavorful, and even though it has salt, it still has a delicious flavor. So I use this over any regular soy sauce. I find that this is the best. Hi, Ravenheart. Look at how pretty this is. Wow. I'm so sad. Okay. I want to taste this and make sure the flavor's correct. And then I'm going to show you how this goes together. That's spot on. Now, I added too much soy sauce to this. I want it to be a little sweeter, but let's just let it, cook down. I'm gonna add a little honey. So I put in 3 tablespoons. It's really, you're only gonna see 1. Another 30 seconds, let's go, woohoo! Let's go, we gotta hit 100,000 likes. You guys can do it, that's the goal. 100,000 likes, tap your fingers off. Whee! Come on, Daresh. PBR's in the house. Too fast and furious. Here we go. I know we made a lot of food in a very, very fast way. Well, listen, this is what I do for a living, so it's easy for me, but this is how I do it. So the peppers that I use, are you talking about in the chicken corn chowder? The peppers that I use in that soup are just regular peppers, you know, like a bell pepper. Oh, we got a nice rowdy boil going over here. Look at that beautiful soup, guys. Look at that. Chunky, unbelievable, full amount. I'm gonna lower that. Now we're gonna go to a simmer. We got beautiful chunky potatoes in there, creating all that thickness. Oh my God, that's gonna be one delicious. I mean, with the heat, the freezing cold that's going on right now. I know we made 5 recipes in literally less than an hour. No like ground pepper or peppercorns. No, I don't use them. I put cayenne in this. You could do crushed red pepper. Look at our venison. That's what we're looking for. We cooked down the pear juice. We added some honey to give it like a sweet savory. Can you go over all this in the corn chowder? I'm gonna go over everything. High 80s. Oh my goodness. It's like the low 10s in New York right now. And we made our venison meatballs. Look at those. These are gorgeous. I mean, just beautiful little meatballs. Okay, now let's make our sauce for that. Look at how pretty. This is gonna be our Korean barbecue. We're gonna add a little kimchi to this. Why not? Add jalapenos. Robin, I am a big, thank you for the share. Thank you. Thank you for the heart me's. Thank you for all the love. Let's see where our daily ranking is today. We're a popular live. Thank you for the heart me. Woo, 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 woo. Our team has completed the second stage of the team quest. Team power has been unlocked for all team members to send and celebrate. Not sure what all that means, but it sounds exciting. Thank you for my heart me. Thank you. That makes a big difference. It pushes us out into the world. What do you do with all this food? Well, my husband will eat some of this, and then we have very lucky friends that line up and come and get all of our food. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Cheryl. Thank you. So it gets disseminated everywhere. All my friends come. It's just crazy. Everybody is more than happy to take a lot of this food off our hands. All right, so now look at this. We have our vegetables. They're kind of breaking down, which I love, right? They take a little time. Can you see that? They take a little time. But as they break down, this is beautiful. See how, out of everything we're making tonight, the vegetables are gonna take the longest. And I wanna do them low and slow so that they don't burn. Where is my lid for my garlic? Okay, now, next. Hold, please. Let me go get my tray, my plate. Okay, I found my chair. All right, here we go. Let me go up here and get my dish. Thank you for all that love. I mean, you guys are awesome, honestly. We start plating all our food now. This is the fun part, because we get done so fast. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have 5. So this is 1, 2, 3. Oh, we need one more plate. Okay. So this is how, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna serve. Oh, hold on, let me get the bowl for the meatballs. And then we're gonna make our sauce for the meatballs. Wow, I think this is the most little bit of dishes that I have had. Okay, here we go. Let's plate our food, and then we're gonna go over all the recipes and what we did to make it nice and easy for you guys. All right, so, you say, oh, you're awesome, and one awesome one, that's why we're here. Thank you, Copper. Oh my God, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, all this in an hour. Can you believe it? I know I did it so fast, but listen, that's the point. When you love this and you learn and you see, you don't, you know, if you go slow, I mean, here's what I want to say. We can make this slower because I feel like I'm yelling. What I like to show people is it's not hard to cook. It really isn't. If you get yourself prepped ahead of time, it is very easy to make your food work. Watch this. Oh my God, you guys are gonna freak out when you see this. And we're gonna use these because they're gonna just look so pretty on the plate. And I like the bitter and the sweet together. Multiple pans swiftly. It's the best way. And really, you also take your time, right? You don't want to, I'm gonna put this super low, okay. You don't wanna go too fast. Like I went a little too fast with the tamari. I could have probably used 1 tablespoon, and I'm gonna put that in the recipe, and then you'll adjust the flavor to your liking. But this is Korean venison. Look at that. And look at, I mean, this is gonna go a long way. It really will go a very long way. So let me show you what this looks like. Look. And then we're gonna add this. I would make this to be tacos out of this venison to make sure, yep, every day, every week. Robin, you could do that for sure. But look how pretty that's gonna be. Now watch what we do when we get the kimchi on that. And that's what makes it sort of that Korean flavor. Now we're gonna put our meatballs, because I wanna use the bottom of this pan, and we're gonna add our venison. So this is our meatballs. These are venison meatballs. And watch, okay? So they're here. And then I'm gonna add, even though they're not gingery, I think, watch this, we're gonna add a little bit of pear ginger to this. And then I'm going to take, I have a tiny, tiny bit, and you don't need a lot because it's very flavorful, but this is fig jam, okay? So we're gonna mix that with the pear. And venison is great because wild game sort of lends itself to fruit, right? And like cool fruit, like the pear, the ginger, the fig. This is fig. So I'm gonna thin this out and make like a beautiful sauce. And this is all stuff I had laying around in my fridge. How crazy is that? All stuff laying around in the fridge. So now you have ginger, a little pear juice, a little fig. Let's taste that, see what else it needs. And you don't want to do a lot because this is going to be the sauce for the meatball. Oh my God. Oh my God, that's so delicious. You're going to lose your mind. I'm going to add a little more pear to this because it's going to thicken very quickly. All right, that's it. But I'm going to heat it up a little bit. I just wanted to, what I was really looking forward to was like just thinning out the fig, but it just brought the flavor to another level. All right, now, once that's finished, we are going to put it aside and drizzle it onto, is hubby hungry yet? Oh yeah, he's gonna love this meal. This is gonna be his thing. He's gonna love it. Pear's his favorite fruit, meatballs. I mean, this is gonna be his jam. And then he'll bring it to work tomorrow to all his buddies, and that's it. Not laying around my fridge. You're so funny. That's so true. I understand that so much, but all of the stuff that's here tonight is stuff that I've been bringing home to cook. Like somebody brought us venison, and my family doesn't really eat venison. Hi, Josie. Don't burn your game, friend. I know, I gotta be careful. Okay, look, this is almost done. You see how that, can you see that? Thank you for my roses off the hook. Thank you for my likes. You guys are awesome. Where did we get to? We're at 68,000, 70,000. We're gonna get there. We are gonna get there. All right, this is done. Done. That's all I wanted to do. Now, you know, if you have a little scallion, wonder where you can buy the pear juice. Health food store. Remember, if those of you that know, well, watch this. Oh, that looks so pretty. It looks like a brown sauce, right? Look at that. So the meatballs, the venison meatballs have don't have ginger. Look at how pretty that is. Look at that. And we're gonna top that with, we're gonna top this with scallion. How beautiful is that? That's pretty. OMG. So in the meatballs is sugar, maple sugar and onion. You're gonna get these, Joni, don't worry. They'll be out pretty quick. I'm almost caught up, and I'm almost finished with the lemon cookies. I just started the recipe right before we got on. Okay, so we have the ratatouille. Let's look at what's going on here. We're gonna finish the soup. We're gonna put everything together, and then we're gonna talk about the recipes. In an hour and a half, we finished everything. Can you imagine? I can't even believe it. Okay, this soup is ready. I'm pretty sure the soup's ready. Let's test. How we know it is the chicken was cooked. The peppers are small. The only thing we have to really worry about, 5,000 more? Come on, guys, we could do it. And then we gotta get to 25. We'll get to 100,000 tonight. Easy peasy, I can feel it. So the only thing that we wanna make sure, let's check the potatoes. That's what we wanna make sure are done. Ooh, the potatoes are still a little firm. They need about another 10 minutes, so let's wait on that. I want them to be spot on because the last thing you want is an undercooked potato in your soup. You kind of want it to be melt in your mouth. Okay, so what was the saucepan? Nectarine ginger. Okay, and in that sauce for the meatballs, we did fig jam with pear and ginger. Pear juice. Thank you for my good evening. Whoop, whoop. Thank you, Kimye. Hi, Cassidy. Look at how pretty that is. All right, now let's check our ratatouille and see how that's going. This will serve. Ooh, so this is going very nicely. Right about now, I would probably put my red wine in here. But I don't have any red wine, so I'm gonna add a tiny, tiny speck. I think I have some tomato sauce from last week. Hold on. I have all the Italian, I do. I have some of the sauce from last week. So let's put a little of that in. And friends, I want you to know, all the Italian recipes are done, and they are going out tonight. Before I go to sleep tonight, I'm gonna put them out for you guys. All right, here we go. I added a little too much tomato, but that's okay. I like this. Now, let's see. Oh, this looks good. Look. Yes, Cassidy, I have not shut off the sub only. I let everybody on because nobody can re-up their subscriber anymore. Everybody's subscriber challenged. So we're just kind of riding the wave. Okay, I'm gonna bring you guys back over here while these other things are cooking, and then we're gonna go over all the stuff we made tonight, and we're gonna plate everything, and then go over it, okay? Can you pray for me? We always pray here. Everybody's prayed for. All right. Now, this knife is clean. We have our meatballs. I want to do a little, let's do a little bit of, what do you call it? Scallion. I think that might be pretty on this plate. And then look, here is our Korean, what do you call it? Korean lettuce wraps. Ooh, so pretty. And that we're gonna use our kimchi. So let's take a little bit of the kimchi. And we are going to chop that up a little bit. And this is going to be beautiful on our, it smells delicious. This is going to be so nice on our, it smells delicious. This is going to be so nice on our, it smells delicious. This is going to be so nice on our lettuce wraps. So we're gonna put a little bit of kimchi on here. Look how pretty. Hi. Look. Oh, come on. With our kimchi. I was just thinking I could put a little shredded carrot and pickled red onion. Same thing, if you don't have kimchi, do that. Oh my God. This is delicious. It's delicious. I actually am so excited about this recipe. What's kimchi? Kimchi is like, it's like coleslaw, pickled coleslaw. But it has like ginger and sweet vinegar, like that. It's so good. We made that on one of the recipes. You can find that, I forget, I think, did we do that in a subscriber only? Or was it, yeah, fermented coleslaw, that's kind of what it is. Where did we do that? Where are those recipes? Does anybody remember? Is that in the Book of Face? So anybody that's new here, if you haven't been here before, everywhere I am is the organic food movement. Everywhere. So what are we doing? We're cleaning out the freezer tonight. But I have different food. But when I said that the other day, somebody said, I have venison. And then someone said, I have chicken and corn. I was like, oh, let's make stuff with venison. Because I have venison. And let's make some chicken corn chowder. And then I posted this little video about sunchokes. So I made those. So I wanted to show you roasted sunchokes. Or Jerusalem artichokes, so that's this. And then we're making, somebody said, who cares, right? I know. And then I need to clean the freezer. I know, that's what we did. But this is stuff that people said they had in their house, so I just kind of, I had the same stuff. And then somebody asked me to make ratatouille, so that's on the fire. It's still cooking. We're gonna put that on very, very low. And then we made chicken corn chowder, which we're gonna just finish in a minute. So that's it. So let's talk about what we made so far. So this is, oh, let me get some scallion. I have a little scallion here. Oh, you know what else I had tonight? I could have made some duck. Oh, I need to clean the freezer. I know, it's so cute. Uh-oh. June, was he being bad? We don't usually mute him. He just kind of hangs. But if he was being really bad, then it's okay, I guess. But he's been pretty good. I do have duck. We should do a wild game night. Okay, so here, look at this. Watch this. Come on, look at that. So these meatballs are, okay, so let's go over, hey mommy, what you cooking? Hi, Pink Saffron, where you been? It's been forever. It's so nice to see you here. Tonight we made, so far, we're almost finished for the night, but I made venison. In your fridge before you throw them away. 5 days. 5 days. So these are venison meatballs. And in these are onion, maple sugar. Yeah, onions, maple sugar, a little heavy cream, a splash of heavy cream, and some salt, and our real salt, and something else. Breadcrumb. No ginger. The sauce, hi Karen, the sauce is pear juice, pear nectar with ginger and maple sugar is this. Let me show you. Do I have it out? Yes. Oh, here it is. This is maple sugar. The sauce is in fact, I should write this down so I don't forget when I give you guys the recipe. The sauce is maple sugar. Let me see, does this work? Yes. Maple sugar, ginger. No, that's wrong. The sauce is pear nectar. Come on. Pear nectar, pear nectar, ginger, and fig jam. Hold on, I'm going to write that down. Pear nectar, fig jam, and ginger is the sauce for the meatballs. And the meatballs have, I'm going to read it so I don't forget, onion. Oh, I was going to put parsley. I didn't. Onions, an egg, breadcrumb, and maple sugar in the meatball. The sunchokes, or Jerusalem artichoke, I know, fig jam. The sunchokes are, we're at 83,000. We have to get to 100,000 likes tonight. Didn't you add heavy cream in the meatball? Yes, I did. Did I say it? Holy moly. Let me write that down. Heavy cream. Okay. All right. I got it. All right, ready? Venison meatballs, maple sugar, heavy cream, onion, egg, and breadcrumb. And I use gluten-free breadcrumb. Then for the ground venison, the Korean lettuce wraps are ground venison, pear juice, honey, ginger, garlic, and tamari with some onion. Thank you, Robin. I mean, we are just going to jam it tonight. Woo, 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 woo. Let's go. Get your groove on. Get your count on. Then we made ratatouille, which is coming off the fire any minute. Let me give it a stir. Ooh, it's ready. I'm in. I like it. You guys ready to see it? I'm going to put that... I forgot to bring down a bowl. Hold on, I'm going to get a bowl for the ratatouille. Okay. Someone asked for ratatouille, so I made it. I thought it would be kind of fun. I mean, it doesn't really go with everything we're doing, but so what? Thanks so much. I'm going to definitely try the deer meat. I know. Look at how pretty that looks. I'm not a nurse, Josie. I just wear figs in my kitchen. I like figs. They're super comfortable. I wear scrubs when I work. Usually all my scrubs have Chef Liz on them, but the last round of figs I bought, I just like big jumbo figs. They're like soft and easy to move. And then I got these pants. Look at these cool pants. Wait, let me stand up here so you can see them. I got these pants. They are from Cabela's, the Bass Pro Shop. I mean, these things, I just bought like 3 or 4 pair. They have cargo pockets. They're so comfortable. I mean, it's like the perfect chef clothes. All right, so we have ratatouille. I've used jicama and yucca in my ratatouille in the past. You could do that. This is pretty traditional. This is eggplant, zucchini, onion, some diced canned tomato, a little tomato sauce, and garlic, and that's it. Olive oil. Just kind of stewed vegetable. Very simple. You could add a little red wine to this if you wanted to. That's very, ooh, babe, you want to try these? These are venison meatballs. Here, try that. The hubby's going to try the venison meatballs. It has like a fig jam to them.
Very good.
He said very good. You like it? Mm-hmm. Awesome. Thank you, babe. You like the sauce too? Mm-hmm. Awesome. Can we say hi to hubby? He'll never get on camera, ever. Never gonna happen. Won't do it. I burned my hand 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I had to have my hand out here while I was cooking. Yeah, he's not doing it. They said hi. He did this. No, you can't eat this. If you have arthritis, and you can't eat this dish. You could do it all with zucchini if you want and green beans, but tomato, all of that is no bueno. This would be, for anybody that's dealing with inflammation and is eating clean and healthy, this would not be good for you. Susie, because they're nightshades, and nightshades are very, what's the word? Very abrasive to, we did it, 100,000 likes. I love you guys. With 165 people on, we did 100,000 likes. Last week we had 600, 700. Because I was off, since I wasn't on from, let's see, well, Wednesday I was on, but then I wasn't around Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So for 3 days, thank you, yay! You guys are awesome. We lost our stuff. Can you imagine the 700 plus folks? Robin, where did they all go? I'm sad. Thank you. Woohoo. They'll come back though. I know they will. So this is going on here. Plus I wrote down cleaning out the freezer tonight. So people are probably like, what? But look at these. So these are our, we'll get them back. I know. What did you put in the corn chowder? Okay, so here we go. It's TikTok. We'll come to their scent. It's okay. I know. Just bums me out. Cookbook's ready. I think next week you'll be ready. You'll be able to buy it next week. I'm excited. Hangover from Super Bowl. It's all that stuff. All right, now let's do our chicken corn chowder. I'll bring you guys back over here. Hold on. I feel sad though. It was fun for a minute. Okay, what are nightshades? Nightshades are grown under cover at night. Tomato, white potato, eggplant, peppers. I think there's a few others, but that's it. Love the meat boats. Thanks, Joni. They're grown at night. They're very abrasive to arthritis. Very inflammatory vegetables. Okay, so now we're gonna take our heavy cream and put this in. Beautiful. Let's stir that up. Now, I think this needs to be thickened. Many people thought you were cleaning. I think that's what they thought. So, too bad they missed out. This is like gonna be super yummy food. Look. Hey gang, Chef needs 500 heart me's per week. 100, Robin, 100 unique heart me's a week. Yup. We need 1,000 people on TikTok. Oh, just wondering, the lemon cookie posted. It actually, Kel, I'm just finishing that tonight. I ran out of time tonight, but as soon as I finish tonight, I'm gonna go sit down and post that recipe on the Book of Face. I'm getting fat just watching. No, there's no fat. Organic food is guilt-free. Okay, no worries. Don't you worry. Just keep poking me, but it should be up tonight. Okay, so now I'm going to bring this to the boil, and I need some gluten-free flour. Hold, please. I'm just going to bring this back up to the boil, and I'm going to show you how we slurry this and thicken it to make a really good chowder. That's what we need to do. I love that you guys, I've heard about these lemon cookies for weeks now. I know, I keep promising. I'm not a nurse, I am a chef, but I wear figs and scrubs in my kitchen because they're super comfortable. Yummy, I know, I just made corn chowder. For anybody that's just joining us, we just made the most yummy food tonight. Look at all this yummy food. Where can we find the recipes? Okay, so for new people, you got to join the Book of Face. Everything, you could use cornstarch, but I don't like that. Oh, you mess up the flour slurry? I don't know. I guess you could use cornstarch. I am, Robin, because I never even posted all those cookie recipes. Oh yeah, look at that. So we did Jerusalem artichokes roasted. We did some ratatouille. We made venison meatballs with a fig and fig pear ginger sauce that is to die for. I know, I don't blame you. And then we made these Korean lettuce wraps with venison. All right, hold on. Let me go get you guys have your mouth water and discuss amongst yourselves what's your favorite. And then we're gonna, you could use arrowroot, but on the reheat, arrowroot does not hold the thickness. That's the problem. That's the only thing. Venison is deer meat. Corn is inflammatory. I have heard thoughts. Yes. So if you're looking for clean and healthy eating, while all of this food is organic and clean, Food is Hubby approved tonight for sure. Really, our medicinal cooking class is Wednesday morning. That's where we get super clean and we talk about, arthritis, inflammation, reflux, psoriasis. This week we're going to be talking about candida and what we can eat for that. Yeah, this is unbelievable, Robin. This came out unbelievable. So good. Hi, Barbara. My guess would be because of mold or pesticides mostly. What is that about? So what can we clean out your freezer again? So when can we clean out your freezer again? Every Monday night, we're here. Cream corn. Thank you for my ice cream cone. I'll take the venison meatballs over jasmine rice and the endive boats. Yeah, I get it. Name nightshades again. White potatoes. All the bell peppers, really all peppers, like even jalapenos and like the ghost pepper and all of that. Oh, we're gonna break this. All right, we're not gonna thicken it because I can't reheat the cream, but that's okay. You could actually blend this soup for a minute and blend some of it, and that will get it creamy. Are we going to do a fish tonight? Yes, we are. Because of the snowstorm, the fish didn't get delivered today, so I wanted to wait. Next week we'll do fish. What was I just saying? Oh, nightshades. Peppers, eggplant, tomatoes, all your favorites, Susie, I'm sure. And white potatoes. Potatoes, peppers, eggplant, and tomatoes, peppers, eggplant, white potatoes. I love plant-based. Cynthia, usually we do a lot of plant-based. Immersion blender, yeah, I was thinking I might do a quick little immersion blender in that. So those of you who have not been here before, I have been cooking, I've been cooking for 40 years. I'm gonna be 61 this summer. And I have studied food and healing for my entire adult life. So I work with organic, clean food, and all the food that you see me cook is like 90% certified organic. There might be a few things that I get that are not organic. I don't cook with seed oils. I am very, very clean, and I'm all about clean whole foods. So let me take you through the week. Sundays we're in the kitchen at my shop. I have I'm an executive chef at a small health food store in Connecticut. Thank you. It's the clean food. And I've been there for 20 years. So that's what I do. And I thought that it would be really important. It was time for me to share what I know. And I started coming on here September 22nd. I started doing lives, and we quickly are close to 9,000 followers. Anything grass finished or wild caught only, Cynthia. All of my meats are grass finished, and my fish, if I cannot talk to the captain of a boat and find out where my, I did put heavy cream in the soup. I don't bring that fish in. So I'm really very particular about the ingredients that I use. So, what else? So Sunday mornings I'm in my shop. Monday nights we're here at my home cooking. Do you think seed oils are still inflammatory if they are not heated? I think seed oils are probably the single most, along with food dyes and glyphosate, are probably the top 3 terrible ingredients in our food that are making us sick. Whether you cook with seed oils or not. I'm in love with you. I live in Las Vegas. I'm in love with you too, Cynthia. Welcome. Okay, so let me tell you. So Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday is like a pop-up random time that I'm in my kitchen. So I'll be in tomorrow morning, Tuesday, because I want to build our followers. We had like 600 people in our lives last week, and they just disappeared. And then Wednesday mornings at 7:30 Eastern time. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you for joining the team. Thank you for the heart me. I know, 700 plus. We're going to get back. We have to send our positive vibes out. So Wednesday mornings is our kitchen pharmacy class, and that's where we, the oils that you should be using are olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil, bacon fat, beef tallow, sometimes chicken fat, and it should be from organic bones. That's where I'm at. And I've been doing that before it got trendy, so. And we're just about to make our own mayonnaise in our shop because I can't find a seed-free mayo. Yep, ghee is great too, for sure. And then I am about to put together it's gonna come out, I think by Thursday night, you'll be able to sign up for a soup masterclass. It's going to be like $20, 3 hours. We're going to do it on a Zoom, and you will get the recipes ahead of time, and I'm going to take you through making real clean soups from stocks to the finished soup. Liz, did I hear you say you don't use black pepper, and why? I like pepper from my pepper mill. That's fine. If you like pepper, you can use it. I have a cookbook coming out. I just got the pictures and I'm blown away. Jag Studios. If you want to follow a photographer, if you need a photographer for any reason whatsoever, she travels all over the world. They just got voted #1 best photographer in North America for weddings. She is unbelievable, Jacqueline. Jag Studios, JAG Studios. Check her out. She just did all the books. Woohoo, do you like Primal Kitchen? They are great products. Fabulous products. I do like them a lot. You're going to make another 11 soups different from the last soup class? Yeah, you're going to get all different soups that you haven't seen before. Do you eat bone broth, marrow? I boiled organic bones, saved the broth, and threw the marrow away. Why would you throw the marrow away? Blend that. It's so good for you. Do you use grapeseed oil? No. Nope. I won't use it. I bake with avocado and coconut oil. Okay, so if you are looking for me, you can find me everywhere at the Organic Food Movement. We are on YouTube, and that's where I post all the videos. We are on the Book of Face. So, hi Amanda. You can find seed oils are bad. They promote inflammation. Yes. How do you make sure your avocado oil is real? I use organic unrefined olive oil. How upkeep your cutting board? Which oil? For my cutting board, I'll use olive oil if I need to, but I have a very thick wood cutting board that stays pretty good. I'm very lucky. Where do you find real olive oil since most of it's cut? I use a single source olive oil, and I think I just ran out. I only use single source. It's called, I think it's from Chile, and it's certified organic. You want to go to my Book of Face. Will you post this live? I will. Yes, I think my subscribers said they don't mind, because a lot of my subscribers, we went from like 100 subscribers, we're down to 60 because of what happened. So yeah, I guess I'll post this. I'll post it on YouTube. YouTube has all my lives. Eat some food? It's too late. I don't want to eat now, but the food's good. It's so good. That's where the 700 are, Chef. I hope so. I want to see from the beginning. Yes, I'll post it. No vegetable oils ever. Not in my kitchen. Look at Costco, read the label, buy from a single source. Yep. If you go to my Book of Face, there's a pantry makeover in there that kind of guides you through. If you go to my website, theorganicfoodmovement.com, I have a kitchen essentials page there that has links to all. I don't hawk products at all. I just list what I love to cook with. We don't like vegetable oils, seed oils, really. Seed and vegetable oils are so overprocessed that they are extremely inflammatory to the body. There's a ton of recipes on the Book of Face all about aloe, teas. I posted the tea one from last week. I like organic ghee butter for high heat. That's fabulous. Yep, you could do that. I use Bragg's brand unrefined, unfiltered, cold pressed organic olive oil. Great product. Extra virgin olive oil, great, Joni. Try and make sure it's a single source, and if you can, do certified organic. Don't forget the detox teas. I posted that today. It went up tonight. It's on the Book of Face. If you go and try and join my Book of Face, you must put in an email, or we don't bring you in. So just make sure you put your email. For baking, what oils? Coconut oil, and avocado. Have you ever used beef tallow? All the time. I render my own. I do all of my own stocks in my soups and do that. Only the dark glass bottles to spot. Yeah, try not to buy plastic oils. Thank you for my roses. Thank you for that, Rose. In the kitchen. Hi, Susan. What else? Any other questions? I can't believe we just cranked this out. Let me do our soup. Hold on. Let me put our soup in our bowl. Now, I did not thicken this soup, but it's okay. Oh, this looks so pretty. I could thicken this. I kind of should, but it looks so beautiful. Look at, here's our corn chowder. Look how pretty that looks. I just subscribed with you on your YouTube channel. Yes, please do. I need to get to 1,000. I think we're at 500. So if you get us to 1,000, we need to get to 1,000. So if you can't subscribe here, go. Oh, thank you. Thank you for my glitter. If you were to take, what would you do? If you were to what? If you were to, I don't know what you mean. Ask me that question again. I just joined the Book of Face. Perfect. $110,000. You have 506 subscribers on YouTube. Let's go. Dang, can I come over for dinner? Of course you can. Thicken the soup. You want me to thicken it? All right, hold on. I have to go get the flour. Give me 1 second. Okay. So to thicken this, we're gonna probably need about 1 service up. Why, it looks perfect. Well, it's not really cream, like it should be. It's supposed to be a chowder. Now, usually a chowder, classic chowder, has rice in it and it's blended in, and that's how you thicken it. But this is a little bit too soupy, you see? It should really kind of be thick, stick. You see how that is? So we should really thicken it, but isn't that beautiful? Oh God, I want to try that so bad. All right, so we're gonna add some flour, about 3/4 of a cup. Yeah, so, all right, I'm gonna bring you guys back over here. Hold on 1 second. I want to see Hold on 1 minute. I want to just check something. Okay. Let me put you guys over here. This is how I got in trouble last week. The color's beautiful. Oh yeah, it's a beautiful soup. This is in my cookbook, actually. This soup made it to the cookbook. We have 28 soups in the cookbook. I've been using xanthan gum as a thickening agent lately. Works pretty well as it's low carb. Be careful. It's good, but that can be very very rough on your stomach. Just say it, chef. That could be very. I know. I feel bad. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but that can be very very harsh on your stomach. So just really tread lightly. I wouldn't use it like that. How much are you using? Xanthan gum is good for, thank you. I think that's just too harsh on your stomach to use as a thickening agent. And it's so in so many places right now that I think you would be better off either using a gluten-free flour or cornstarch, even like an organic cornstarch. I don't know. That makes me a little nervous to hear. Okay, so I'm using, if I had chicken stock, I would use chicken stock for this. A 1/4 teaspoon. Just be careful that it doesn't rip up your stomach, that's all. If your stomach starts to hurt and, at a randomly that you would never think it would hurt, it's gonna be the xanthan gum. I mean, I use an 1/8 of a teaspoon of xanthan gum in my gluten-free flour mix. That's about 6 to 10 cups of mix. I only use 1/8 of a teaspoon. So just be careful. That's what I gotta say about that. Okay, so now I made a little slurry. This is called a slurry, what I'm about to do. And we gotta have to work quick because this soup is already a little thick. So I'm not gonna wait till the boil happens. I'm gonna go kind of slow, but I wanna stir as I go because I don't wanna make dumplings in the soup. Just say it, chef. That's funny. That was funny. That made me laugh. I'm gonna giggle about that all night. All right, let me put this back in the bowl. Now, it takes about 20 minutes to cook that flour. But because the soup's gonna get reheated, it's gonna be okay. But see how nice that worked? Now, this is a regular white flour. If you were gonna use, gluten-free flour, which is what I normally use to thicken a soup. What are your thoughts on swigging olive oil before bed? Well, are you doing that to clear your liver? Are you doing it for a liver cleanse? I mean, I don't think I would do that after a full day of food, but if I was doing a liver cleanse, or a gallbladder cleanse, I would do it for that. Was there a dessert tonight? No, I didn't make dessert tonight, Kath. I was thinking, would you guys like me to do like a plant-based dessert? Look at how beautiful. Now you got a chowder going on. Now it is. I'm gonna just taste the soup for a flavor. It's probably gonna need a little salt. But you see how nice that cooked? Now you gotta be careful once you thicken a soup like this. You gotta be careful because it will burn. The flour's so thick at the bottom. I need a good spoon. Oh, here, I'll use this one. It could get, did the meatballs turn into ground? Oh no, they look good. I'll show you. No, this is our venison for, can you see that? This is our venison for our lettuce wraps. Gallbladder cleanse. Yeah, that's what you would do for a gallbladder cleanse, swig olive oil. I wouldn't just swig it for the fun, oh, I'm going to bed, let me do that. You know what you could do? You could rub castor oil on your stomach. Vegan key lime cheesecake? All right. This is great. Look, now we have a chowder. Houston, we have a chowder. Okay, hold on. Let me taste the flavor. Oh my God. That's delicious. We're gonna add a little salt. Now I can taste the flour. So what we want to do is bring this up to a quick simmer and sit here with it just to cook off the flour flavor. I knew it. You're so cute, Robin. Just say it, chef. Oh, I want you to see the potatoes. Do you see? The potatoes give the soup a little body too, but remember how, like, some people go, oh, you got to put your potatoes in later, but look at that nice chowder potato. It kind of melted off a little bit, but you still have the body of the potato. That's why I make them a little bit bigger, you see? So now it's soft, but you still get that potato and some of it kind of melts off. I love that. There you go. This is a creamy chicken soup now. Oh my God, that's so good. Beautiful, right? I'm gonna make that soup. I know. This is in our cookbook. Maybe I'm gonna have to wait. Maybe I'm not gonna give you this one yet. I will. Don't worry. There you go. That's our beautiful soup. Look how pretty. I mean, you could serve it either way. You could serve it this way, or you can serve it, you know, just a little soupier, right? Do you meal prep these meals for the week? No, I'm not eating. I can't eat this soup. The dairy will destroy me. I wish I could eat this soup, but I cannot. No, I give this food away. I have a lot of friends that line up on Tuesday morning. Actually, some of my friends just come over. Like if my husband and I are at home, they just come in the house and just grab food and leave. They bring their own. I always say if you don't have your own, containers, just return them so you can have it. Is your toaster oven all stainless steel or aluminum inside? It's stainless. I like that Cuisinart. I have that on my Kitchen Essentials page. So look, now you have an unbelievable, thick, creamy, yummy corn chowder. And then we made our Korean. I need to live by you. Then you could get online. And then you'd be ready. You could do croutons for this, or a toasty bread, or something yummy, but this soup is enough on its own, I think, for sure. Okay, great, thank you. I'll look for it on your page. Yeah, if you go to the my website, The Organic Food Movement. Hi, babies. My doggies are here. If you go, here, you want to see one of my dogs? Come here, baby. Come here, Thor. This is Giant Thor. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. He has a little brother, Loki. Hi, Jackson. Oh, the boys are here. Look. You gotta go away. Okay, is it an air fryer? It's everything. It's an air fryer, a toaster. It's all in one. I don't use the air fryer too much. Looking for a morsel. I know. So, okay, so let's go over these really quick, and then I'm going to say goodnight because I want to get the cookies to you. Those dang meatballs calling them, I think they smell it. So these are the meatballs. These are the venison meatballs, and they have a pear, ginger, fig sauce. These, remember, we made our roasted Jerusalem artichoke or sunchokes. The sauce on the meatballs is a pear, ginger, fig. And then we made our chicken corn chowder. We were cleaning out our fridge tonight, our freezer. And then these are our Korean lettuce wraps. And I used endive because I thought that would be cool. Because the venison is simmered in pear, ginger, garlic, and a little bit of honey and something else. Pear, ginger, honey, and Oh, tamari, miso tamari. Hi, buddy. Hi, you're not getting any meatballs. And then we made some ratatouille. Oh. What kind of sauce is on the meatball? We said that. Creator, thank you for following me, Queen Rachel. Tamari, yes. All right, now, tomorrow morning I'm going to be in the shop. Hi, Kath. Hey, Dave, thanks for following. Thanks for all the heart me's tonight. Thanks for joining the team. It's always good to join the team. If you love your creators and you love to do the gifting, it is really great to start loving up your teams because they change the way you get gifts now, and you need those heart me's. It's the way it goes. So go love up all your favorite creators. I appreciate you, Kim Ye. Thank you for always showing up and loving me up. I can't believe we didn't have anybody on here tonight. I'm so sad. Tomorrow we'll be in there. We are powerful, 100 plus, and we got over 112,000 likes. Let's see, what else? Oh, so, and then Tuesday I'll be on tomorrow. The schedule's posted. I think I posted it on my story. I posted on the thing. I actually got live set up. Thank you, Patricia. And then Wednesday morning is Candida. It's our kitchen pharmacy class. I'll be on Thursday. Unless it snows, then I'll show up on Friday. And then Saturday night, I'm going to be on live with Classy Sassy for a Valentine's Day spectacular drag queen show. I will be making like desserts, sweet desserts. I'm going to make our chocolate roll that you guys love. And I think I'm going to make some raw truffles with dates. So you have like a raw thing and a really sweet, yummy thing. And then you can find me on the Book of Face. Join the Book of Face. Join the YouTube channel. Become a subscriber there for me. I need 1,000 people. And that's where I post all my videos. Recipes are posted on the Book of Face. If you are a subscriber, email me. That's how you'll get tonight's recipes, unless my subscribers say just go post them. We have a lot going on, and our book's coming out. The cookbook's coming out. All soups. Love by the Ladle. Oh, it's coming. I got all the pictures today. They made me cry. My friend is amazing. Jag Studios. Check her out. All right, my loves. Have a wonderful night. Thank you for being here. We had a fabulous class. This was so good. Did we get the cake roll recipe yet? No, not yet. I have not given you any desserts yet. I know this was freezer surprise. It's so silly. I have not done any desserts yet, but maybe for Valentine's Day, I will give you guys that recipe. Have a wonderful night. Oh, and then I know, thank you for being so patient. You know I'm trying. I got teas out today. I'm going to get the lemon cookie recipe out right now. I'm going to go sit right down, and I'm going to send the Italian night is going on the email, and then the lemon cookie will show up on the Book of Face page. Woohoo! It's almost ready. I was almost done. And then the soup pictures came and I got thrown off. Amen. The lemon cookie recipe's coming. I'm so excited. Well, I love you guys. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, 7:30, maybe 8 o'clock. You know I'm always a little late. Sweet dreams.